Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kevin Lau, and I have the distinct pleasure of walking you through the new AdWords experience. For some quick introductions, I am a partner and enablement manager here in the Americas. Joined Google in July of 2011 and graduated from Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. A couple of fun facts for me. I auditioned for the TV show So You Think You Can Dance in 2012. I love to dance. And I love shiny new things, which I think is one of the reasons why I was asked to assist in bringing you the new AdWords experience today. We've budgeted around 30 to 40 minutes for this quick overview, and time permitting, we'll be able to field questions via the interface. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and let's get started. Now, it's been 8 years since we've redesigned the AdWords experience. 8 years. If you do the math and carry the 1, that's 2009. Can any of you remember 2009? The cost of a Super Bowl ad was roughly $3 million. And the last Super Bowl, a 30-second advertisement, cost around $5 million USD. For you Chris Hemsworth fans out there, the future Thor star earned his first movie role in Star Trek. And Lady Gaga came out with that single, Poker Face. Thinking about how much things have changed over the past 8 years, as we redesign the interface, we can and must make sure that the interface is relevant for another 8 years. Now, in those 8 years, marketing has changed dramatically. If you're thinking about how the way you're running your business today, you're thinking about multiple devices and multiple touch points. You're thinking about multiple layers of targeting. It's no longer just keywords which lead to ads, which lead to conversions. You're thinking about the audience you're targeting, the demographics, the topics, the interests, whether or not they visited your site before. And over the past 8 years, we've also added over 10 new ad formats, site links, ad extensions, colony ads, you name it. And as you can imagine, all of these changes can make marketing extremely complex, and the AdWords experience needs to adjust accordingly. So that's why we've made major investments in AdWords to help you get more done in less time so that you can focus on achieving your business goals. Over the past 2 years, our product teams met with businesses large and small, from power users to beginners all around the world. We held customer panels, conducted usability studies, and fielded research, all to understand what we're doing well and where we're falling short. Your direct feedback and insights have shaped what we've built. And today, we'll cover an introduction to the AdWords interface. We'll actually walk through some of the tools and tips to help you save time and get more done with faster access to what you use. And finally, we'll help you gain actionable insights with new graphs and reporting tools available with the new AdWords experience. A ton to cover. One note before we dive in, for some of you, you're going to receive access to the new AdWords experience, and you will be directly logged in to the new user interface. Now, at any point over the coming months, you are welcome to return back to the previous AdWords interface. You can see here on the top right-hand side, there will be a drop-down for you to do so. And some of you may actually receive the option to try. And you can see on the bottom right-hand side what that actually looks like. Now with that, I'll go ahead and zoom out of this and get into the live demonstration portion of this presentation. Ta-da! This is the new AdWords experience. Once you've logged in, you've noticed that we've tried to really modernize the interface. We've tried to streamline everything and make sure things can get done as fast as possible. A couple of notes of navigation within the new user interface. Let's zoom out here. The left-hand side here, we have what's called the navigation bar. The navigation bar can be shrunk by clicking this caret here. I'll illustrate that here for you. And the goal here is to provide a consistent navigation feel across the entire user interface. Note here also that there's these 3 dots next to all campaigns. You can toggle to show paused and remove campaigns. Now, in the center of the page, there's this page menu, which will change dynamically based on what level you're at. Now, if we go to search campaigns, some of the options in the page menu will disappear because they're not relevant for search campaigns. Likewise, if you click on video campaigns, you'll see that items in the page menu that are unique to that video campaign, like videos. When we go into our campaigns, you can see that we've really modernized the way that we view our charts and tables. If we click on keywords here, you can see how that these tables can actually be resized to fit different things. And hopefully these tables are a bit cleaner, easier to read, and hopefully a lot easier to interpret. You've also noticed that we've elevated certain items to the top level of the page. Things like advanced bid adjustments, locations, ad scheduling, and devices. One of the other things that we've done is move the shared library and bulk actions. We moved these to a 3-dot menu in the top right-hand corner of the screen here. When you click on it, you'll see this expand out. You'll see here the keyword planner and ad preview, our shared library, audience center, and other bid strategies. We have bulk actions here, such as scripts and uploads. Our measurement tools, conversions, Google Analytics. And finally, we have our account preferences and linked account settings. Now, during the early phase of the migration to the new AdWords experience, some of the things are just not quite ready. We've tried to limit the rollout of the new AdWords experience to users that are only using certain features that are already available. But some things, like the keyword planner, are not ready just yet. So when you hover over to them, you'll see this little arrow pointing up. And when you click on that, you'll be taken to the previous AdWords experience and the previous keyword planner and a new tab. Now, the goal here isn't to be disruptive to your workflow. It's to allow you to do whatever you need to do in this new tab. When you're done, simply just exit out and you'll find yourself back in the new AdWords experience. Now, what we want to do now is do a quick walkthrough of a new campaign creation flow and help you understand how setup can be just a bit faster and easier with the new AdWords experience. So first thing I'll teach you here is about keyboard shortcuts. Let's say for some reason I can't find the campaigns button. Obviously, it's right here. We're clicking on it right now. It's here. However, let's just hypothetically say I can't find it. If I type a question mark on the keyboard, whoa, we get a helpful overview and guide of shortcuts that I can use to quickly navigate the account. In this case, it looks like G, then C is a keyboard shortcut for campaigns. So let's go ahead and try that out. G, then C. Over there. Let's do that again with AdWords here. So G, then C. Boom, back to the campaigns. Now, if we reopen the keyboard shortcuts by hitting the question mark, we can find other shortcuts like ads by simply hitting G, then A, on your keyboard. Now we're at ads. If you hit G, then X, we're now at the extensions tab. Now, one of my favorite shortcuts is the G, then T shortcut, which opens up a search bar. Check this out. Whoa. When you type that, you get this search bar. And you can type in whatever you need to find. So again, let's say that you cannot find the campaigns page. You can just go ahead and type campaigns. It's right there. You hit enter. Now we're on the campaigns page. Fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the creation of a new campaign. You can do so by clicking on this blue button, hitting campaign. Now, just to keep this easy, we'll walk through the search network. And we won't use goals for this campaign. We'll just get started. All right, for campaign name, I'll just do this as a Kevin's Special Campaign. And as you scroll down, you see that we've made this flow hopefully a bit easier to navigate. For instance, if you wanted to create a search with display network campaign, or SNDS for short, you can simply just hit yes to add display network. But since this is just a search campaign, we'll just hit no for this. Moving down along, you can go ahead and choose your languages, bidding, and budget here like you always have. Languages, bidding. And one of the cool things that we've done about the new AdWords experience is that it's a little bit more helpful in terms of what guidance it provides along the way. So, as you can see here in the bidding, as you hover over some of these automated bid strategies, we actually get some sort of call out helping to explain that particular bid strategy to us. I know, pretty cool. Now, if those callouts are not enough, you can click on this Learn More button at any point here in the new interface, and you will see this help bar open up on the right-hand side that can give you the support and guidance that you need. The Help Center here is totally searchable and contains updated information for the new user interface as well as the previous experience. Moving back here, we'll go ahead and enter a daily budget. I'll go ahead and hit a $5 daily budget here for our purposes today. But an AdWords marketing pro tip here for those that are looking to take their marketing strategies to the next level in 2017. Keep in mind that in order to be effective, you should assess your business goals and then determine a budget that will help you take your business and make a big impact online. For the moment, we'll go ahead and leave everything as is. And then simply hit save and continue. Now, one bit of feedback that we've received over the years was that the creation of ad groups and ads were pretty difficult. So with the new AdWords experience, we sought to make this process a bit easier to go through. What you see here is the actual ad group creation page. So let's go ahead and just start something here. So I'll call this ad group number 1. Put a default bid of $1. Again, similar to the budget piece, keep in mind that bids will vary based on industry, the competition in the advertiser ecosystem, and your business goals. Then let's do the keywords. And then previously at this point, we would continue on with creating the ads, but with the new AdWords experience, we can actually create multiple ad groups in the same space, simply by hitting plus a new ad group. I'll call this one ad group number 2, default bid of $2, keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3. And I'll go ahead and just create another one here, ad group 3, 3, keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword. Awesome. Now we can do this as many times as we need to, keeping in mind that you want tightly themed ad groups. And we'll stop here with 3 ad groups. Let's move on. Now in the next step, we can go ahead and create ads for each of the ad groups that we've created. So for instance, I'm going to go to ad group number 1 and click new ad. Now we're not going to go through the actual ad creation process for each of these ad groups, but we will walk through just one. So let's start off here. Let's hit final URL of google.com. Headline 1, awesome search engine helps you find everything. This isn't too different from the previous AdWords experience, but it's pretty awesome. And what's cool about this is that it actually provides previews here. So you can preview your ad for both desktop and mobile. Now, once you click done, you can see that your ad appears right here. From here, you can either add a new ad or duplicate an ad and make modifications. I'll change this one to Pro tip here, a best Google practice is to have at least 3 ads for every ad group. When you actually rotate your ads to optimize for clicks or conversions, ad groups with 3 or more high quality ads may receive up to 15% more clicks or conversions compared to ad groups with just 1 or 2 ads. So I'll go ahead and hit save and continue here. Test 1, 2, 3. Cool. Hit save and continue. Perfect. So after we've created all of our ads, say that we wanted to go ahead and hit ad creations. In the new experience, we've actually grouped ads and extensions on the page menu here. Once you click, you'll see the ads on the bottom, and then this option to click for the extensions. Now, one of the coolest things about the newest experience is that we've made it so that you can see all of your extensions in one place. Site links, callouts, locations, no more searching around for them. They're all in one view. You can actually filter down and see what you want to see. So let's say I want to see if we have any message extensions or possibly maybe callout extensions. Also, the creation of extensions is a bit easier now too. You can actually create any extension from the extensions page without having to navigate to a particular extension page first. Now, a pro tip here before we go ahead and illustrate an extension, a great Google best practice is to have at least 4 extensions created. We've actually seen a positive click-through rate uplift of around 10 to 15% with a minimum of 4 extensions. And we know that click-through rate is one of the factors in determining quality score. So let's go ahead and add one extension very quickly. I'll go ahead and add a structured snippet extension. One of the other bits of feedback that we've received over the years is that knowing what an extension actually looks like with your ad can be difficult. So as we've gone about the creation of this new AdWords experience, we've made it so that extensions actually preview as you type them. So let's go ahead and create this extension. As you can see on the right, a preview is shown, and if we had completed the ad creation previously, we would have seen that ad alongside this extension. Further, similar to the previous ad creation page, we can see a preview for both desktop and mobile again. Save it. Now this concludes the campaign creation demonstration of the webinar. And lastly, I'd like to walk you through some of the reporting pieces in the interface. So what I'll do now is navigate to the overview page in the page menu. Now, when you first log into the new AdWords experience, the first page you'll see is this overview page. The overview page is intended to curate and surface information that highlights changes in key metrics that you actually care about. So what you can see here is first a dynamic chart at the top, which you can select different metrics for different things. You can hide certain lines if you don't want to see them. Or you're able to filter accordingly for other metrics. With this dynamic chart, you can generally get a sense for how your campaigns are doing over time. Additionally, we have what we call insight cards. Insight cards are actually dynamic, and they automatically populate to uncover insights for your business, and this will vary based on campaign type. As you can see here, we bubble up the biggest changes to our campaigns, and we can do so based on cost, based on clicks, or based on impressions. Over here on the next insight card, we can see a high-level view of all of our campaigns. Here we can sort by different metrics. For instance, maybe see the campaign with the highest click-through rate. And conversely, maybe the lowest click-through rate. Again, click-through rate being a key criteria in determining quality score. If you scroll down, the next insight card provides information on how your campaigns are performing based on device. And if you have ad scheduling enabled, how our ad scheduling is performing accordingly. Now, if we toggle over to display campaigns, you'll see that some of the insight cards have changed. You'll still see the dynamic chart. However, what's cool now is that you see this really awesome demographics bar chart. You can filter accordingly. In video campaigns, you'll see demographics in the insight cards. However, you'll also see video. You can sort the videos by views, by view rate, and really understand how your video campaigns are performing over time. Now, within the new AdWords experience, all of your reporting functions have been grouped together and put into one central location. And that's hidden in this chart button, at the top right-hand corner here. When we click on that chart, you'll see two different options. You'll see reports, which will take you to the AdWords report editor, and predefined reports, which are formerly known as dimensions. So really quickly, I'll walk you through a predefined report of all of our campaigns. Basic campaign. So similar to the dimensions report, you can see all of your campaigns here. But what's cool here is that this is more flexible, and we've actually enabled you to modify these views based on the metrics that you really care about. So let's take a look, all time here, at our campaigns with a date range of all time. And you can sort by clicks here. And on the left-hand panel, we can add additional levels of detail to this report. From performance, targeting, conversions, locations, time, any competitive metrics that you wish to look at. I love the search impression share competitive metric, Google Analytics, attribution, and attributes. And now let's say you wanted to go ahead and add one of these competitive metrics or one of these filters to the report. Simply go ahead and click and drag, and that will show up all right here. Now, if we want to view this information a little bit more visually, we can actually create different types of charts. You click on this right here on the left-hand side, you'll see that you can either create a line chart or a pie chart. I love me some bar charts, and so I'm going to go ahead and click on bar chart. And so let's say I want to go ahead and create a bar chart for campaigns based on clicks and maybe click-through rate. And you can only select up to 3 here. Hit continue. And now we can see from a visual perspective which campaigns have the most clicks, click-through rate, so on and so forth. And if you want to actually save one of these custom reports, just click on the pencil next to the title of the report and rename it. Kevin's Special Report. Yay. Okay. Great. This concludes the live demonstration of the new AdWords experience, and I'll head back to the presentation right now. Now, we plan to make the new experience available to all advertisers over the course of 2017. The new experience will not impact ad serving, the AdWords API, or AdWords Editor. Invites for the new experience will be sent based on a number of factors, including the features you use. And some accounts will automatically be in the new experience when you sign into AdWords, while others will see a message to try it out. And throughout the rollout, you can easily switch back to the previous AdWords experience if needed. And lastly, the new experience utilizes different URLs, so please update any bookmarks as needed if you decide to try out the new experience. Right now, I'll go ahead and stop